بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 8. We are in model 8, lesson 4, the last lesson in this chapter, Dilations. So in this lesson, we want to describe dilations using coordinate notations as well as graph dilations on the coordinate plane using a coordinate notation. The first idea in this lesson, we want to learn dilations and scale factor. Dilations and scale factor. What's the meaning of a dilation? A dilation is a transformation which is similar to a scale drawing. It uses a scale factor to enlarge or reduce. To enlarge or reduce a figure. Proportionally, scale factor is the ratio of the side length or lengths of the image to the side lengths of the pre-image. So, what's the meaning of a scale factor? The ratio, as you see here, the ratio of the side length of the image to the side length of the pre-image. The pre-image and the image are the same shape. Always, the pre-image and the image are the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. And as you remember, in translation, in reflection, in rotation, we have the same size. We have the same size. But here in the dilation, not necessary to get the same size. Maybe enlarge, maybe reduce, maybe greater than, maybe smaller than. If the scale factor is between 0 and 1, if the scale factor means the ratio between the pre-image and the image, between 0 and 1, the image is reduced. The image will be what? Will be reduced. It will be smaller than the pre-image, will be smaller than. If the scale between 0 and 1, so means the image will be reduced, means smaller than. If the scale factor is equal to 1, the image is the same size. The image will be the same size as the pre-image. The scale factor of the dilation shown is found using the ratio of the side length of triangle A prime, B prime, C prime to a side length of triangle ABC. The notation CB represents the length of the line. Segment within points C and B. Look to this example. As you see, here we have ABC. This is the pre-image. And here we have A prime, B prime, C prime. This is the image. If you compare CB with the corresponding side in the second triangle, will be C prime, B prime. The ratio 4 over 2. 4 over 2 means 2. The name of 2 here, scale factor. The name of 2 here, scale factor. And as you see here, we have the same ratio. A prime, B prime to the AB will be 2 over 1. 2 over 1 will be what? Will be 2. So the name of 2, scale factor. The ratio of C prime, B prime to CB is 4 to 2 or 2. This means the scale factor used the delate. The figure is 2. Since the scale factor is greater than 1, the scale factor here will be greater than 1. And as you see here, the pre-image, the image will be greater than. So the name of this operation, we have here two kinds. We have reduce, as you see here. We have enlarge or reduce. Enlarge means if you have the image greater than the pre-image. The name of this operation, enlarge. This is when the scale factor is greater than 1. Is greater than 1. As you see here, will be 2. 2 greater than 1. And if you get the image less than the pre-image, the name of this operation will be reduce. Reduce means the scale factor between 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1. And if the scale factor exactly equal 1 means we have the same size. Means we have the same size. So the image was enlarged. Triangle RST, as you see here, RST was dilated. The image is triangle with triangle R prime S prime T prime. To find the scale factor, write the ratio of the images. Side length of R prime S prime to the pre-image side length of RS. And if you take the ratio R prime S prime, R prime S prime will be 6. To the corresponding side RS, RS will be 8. If you do simplest form here, divide up by 2, divide down by 2, you will get 3 over 4. So 3 over 4, this is the factor, the scale factor. This is the scale factor. So the ratio is 3 to 4, or 3 over 4. So this ratio between 0 and 1. So this means the scale factor used to delay. The figure is between 0 and 1. So the dilation was reduction. Reduction means that the image will be smaller than the image, the pre-image. The image will be smaller than the pre-image. The second idea in this lesson, we want to learn dilations on a coordinate plane. So, a dilation is a transformation that enlarges or reduces a figure by scale factor related to a center point. That point is called the center of dilation. The center of dilation. So, when the center of dilation in the coordinate plane is the origin, each coordinate of the pre-image is multiplied by the scale factor k to find the coordinates of the image. So as you see, here we have the pre-image, and here we have the image. So as you see, here we have dilation. What is the type of this dilation? This is enlargement. This is because the image will be greater than the pre-image. What is the center of the dilation? Here, the origin. The center here will be what? The origin. So, if you count here 1, 2, 3, this side 3. If you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you count here 1, 2, here 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you see, 3 times 2 will be 6. 2 times 2 will be 4. So it means x will be 2x and y will be 2y. And the scale factor here will be 2. The scale factor here will be 2. greater than 1. So means here we have enlargement. So the rule to find the dilation, hxy will be what? Will be k times x and k times y. What is k? K will be the scale factor. K means the scale factor. The values of the scale factor k determine whether the dilation is an enlargement, a reduction of, or if the dilation doesn't alter the size. We have enlargement, a dilation with a scale factor of k will be an image larger than the original if k greater than 1. So if you have k greater than 1 means you have enlargement. And the rule will be xy will be 2x, 2y. And this is the graph. This is the pre-image. This is the image. The second case, when you have the reduction. What's the meaning of reduction? A dilation with a scale factor of k will be an image smaller than the original if k between 0 and 1. When you have a scale factor k between 0 and 1 means you have reduction. And when you have reduction, x will be half x and y will be what? Half y. As you see here, this is the pre-image, this is the image. In this side, as you see, we have 2 units. In this side, we have 1 unit. In this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. In this side, we have 3 units. So as you see, the ratio will be 1 over 2. The ratio will be 1 over 2, or k equal 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 between 0 and 1 means this operation will be what? Will be reduction. The third case, no change. A dilation with a scale factor of k will be an image the same size as the original if k equal 1. As you see here, A, B, C congruent with A prime, B prime, C prime. Why? Because they have the same size. Because we have the scale factor will be 1. The scale factor will be 1. So x will be 1x or x, y will be y. For example, graph dilations. Triangle ABC has vertices A, B, and C. Graph the image of the figure after a dilation with a scale factor of 2. As you see, before we do the graph, we have the k equal to and 2 greater than 1. Means here we have reduction or enlargement. If we have k equal to greater than 1, means here we have reduction or enlargement or not change?
Enlargement.
Find the coordinates of the image. The coordinate notation of the dilation is xy will be what? X will be 2x and y will be 2y. Multiply the coordinates by each vertex by 2. So if you take the first point, a negative 2, 1, multiply x by 2, multiply y by 2. Negative 2 times 2 will be negative 4. and 1 times 2 will be 2. The same idea for the point B, negative 4, 5, multiply x by 2, multiply y by 2. So 2 times negative 4 will be negative 8, and 2 times 5 will be 10. The same idea for C, C 3, 2, multiply 3 by 2, and multiply 2 by 2. 3 times 2 will be 6, and 2 times 2 will be 4. Then use the coordinate of A prime, B prime, C prime to graph the image on the coordinate plane. So we can use the points A, B, C to graph the pre-image. This is A, B, C. Then we can use the points A prime, B prime, C prime to graph the image. And as you see, the image greater than the pre-image. So this operation, enlargement. The triangle DEF has vertices D, E, and F. Graph the triangle and its image after adulation with a scale factor of 3. And when you have k equal 3 greater than 1, when you have k equal 3 greater than 1 means you have enlargement. You have enlargement. So the rule xy will be 2x 2y. Is it true? 2x 2y, well, it will be 3x 3y.
3x 3y.
Great. 3x 3y.
Because k is 3.
Because k equal 3. Great. So you can, at the first, you can draw a DEF. This is the pre-image. Then you can find D prime. D prime, take minus 2, multiply by 3. Minus 2 times 3 will be minus 6. And take minus 1, multiply also by 3. Minus 1 times 3 will be minus 3. Then you can find E prime. Multiply by 3. 0 times 3 will be 0. And 1 times 3 will be 3. Then take F prime. 1 times 3, 3. And negative 3 times 3 will be negative 9. Then you can graph the image E prime, T prime, F prime. As you see, we have enlargement. The image greater than the pre-image. Graph dilations. A triangle JKL has a vertices JKL. Graph the image after adulation with a scale factor. As you see here, k equal 1 over 2. And 1 over 2 between 0 and 1. So what is the name of this operation? Is it enlargement or no change or reduction?
Reduction.
Great. So find the coordinates of the image. The coordinate notation of the dilation is xy will be half x, half. Multiply the coordinates of each vertex by 1 over 2. So Start from the first point, j, 3, 8. Multiply x by half, multiply 8 by half. 3 times 1 over 2 will be 3 over 2. 8 times 1 over 2 will be 4. The same idea for the second point, k, 10, 6. Multiply 10 by 1 over 2. Multiply 6 by 1 over 2. So 10 times 1 divided by 2 will be 5. And 6 times 1 divided by 2 will be 3. The same idea for the third point, L82. Multiply x by half will be 1 over 2 times 8. And multiply y by half will be 1 over 2 times 2. 8 times half will be 4. And 2 times half will be 1. And we have here the points of the pre-image. And we have here,
Master,
yes,
you can close the screen and open it again. I can't see what you do.
is it clear now?
Mister, it's clear for everyone.
Okay, Salim, is it my screen clear for you? Okay,
Now I will see it.
not clear? Is it clear or not, Salim?
استعد الشفتة بس يلا الشفتة
Okay.
عندي شوية النت عندي.
Use the coordinates of J.
واضح أستاذ واضح.
Okay. J prime, K prime, L prime to graph the image on the coordinate plane. So as you see here, this is the pre-image, J, K, M, L, and this will be what? Will be the image. This is here pre-image and here the image. And as you see, we have reducation. The image will be smaller than the pre-image.
أستاذ يوم مكتوب 3 و 2 وين أحط يعني أحط الجي؟ مكتوب هني 3 over 2.
اللي هون جي 3 8 3 يعني اكس.
لا هني في الجي برايم.
الجي برايم 3 over 2 يعني 3 over 2 يعني 1.5. 1.5 يعني between هلا here 1 here 2. 1.5 between them. This is 1.5, this is J prime.
أوكي شكرا.
This is 3 over 2. Okay. Triangle EFG has vertices E, F, G. Graph the triangle and its image after a dilation with a scale factor 1 over 3. As you see, 1 over 3, K equal 1 over 3. This is between 0 and 1. Means we have reduction. Means here we have reduction. So the rule here, xy will be 1 over 3x and 1 over 3y. So at the first, we can draw or represent E and F and G in the coordinate plane. You will get the first triangle. This is the pre-image. Then we want to find E prime, F prime, G prime. So when you have E, -6, 9. E prime will be multiply x by 1 over 3 or divide by 3. What the meaning of multiply by 1 over 3 means divide by 3. Negative 6 divided by 3 will be negative 2. Then the same idea for the y. 9 divided by 3 will be 3. So E prime will be negative 2, 3. So we can represent will be here. This is negative 2 in x and 3 in the y. And the same idea to find the f prime. Take f will be 3, 6. So f prime will be 3 divided by 3 will be 1. 6 divided by 3 will be 2. The same idea for j, negative 3, 3. So g prime, negative 3 divided by 3 will be negative 1. And 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So you can represent a prime, f prime, g prime. You will get the image. As you see, we have reduced reduction here. As you see, we have reduction. Describe dilation. Use coordinate notation to describe the dilation. As you see, we have a graph here. In the blue color here, we have A, B, C. This is the pre-image. And in the green color, we have A prime, B prime, C prime. This is the image. So as we see the relation between them, is it enlargement or reduction? Or we have the same size?
Reducation.
Reduction. So here we want to describe this operation. So compare the coordinate of the pre-image and the image. We can, from the graph, take the point A. What is the location of the point A? Will be negative 2 in the x and will be 4 in the y. So we can write here negative 2. Then take the corresponding vertex A prime. What is the located here? Negative 1, 2. Negative 1, 2. And if you compare between A and A prime, negative 2 will be what? Will be negative 1. And 4 will be
It
what?
would be,
Will be 2. Means
it would be 1 over 2.
xy multiply x by 1 over 2 and multiply y by 1 over 2. So the coordinates of the image are half of the coordinates of the pre-image. So the scale factor is 1 over 2. So the dilation is reduction. And coordinate notation is xy will be 1 over 2x and 1 over 2y. The same idea here. Use coordinate notation to describe the dilation. And this is A. What is the location of A? 1 in x, 2 in y. So A, 1, 2. Take the corresponding vertex A prime. What is the location of A prime? Will be 3 in the x, and in the y count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you compare, 1 will be 3 and 2 will be 6, means multiply by 3, means k scale factor equal 3 and 3 greater than 1. So means we have enlargement, means we have enlargement. So the rule will be hxy will be 3x and 3y. 3x and 3y. Okay, this is our lesson for today. Who has any question about this lesson?
No questions.
Mister,
Yes.
can you solve one question of the homework so we can understand?
Raise your voice, please.
Can you solve one question of the homework so we understand better?
Start.
This is the homework I will send to you, inshallah, today. And solve it and resend to me in the teams. I want from all to work in this homework. At least, please solve at least 5. Triangle ABC has a vertices A, B, and C. Graph the image of the figure after the dilation with the scale factor 2. And when the scale factor greater than 1 means you have enlargement. Now we want to find A prime, B prime, C prime. What is the rule here? hxy will be multiply x by the scale will be 2x and y will be 2y. So use this rule to find the image. So A prime -1 times 2 will be -2. 3 times 2 will be 6. Then find B prime. Three times 2 will be 6. And 1 times 2 will be 2. Then we have C prime. 0 times 2 will be 0. And -3 times 2 will be -6. Then represent the A prime, B prime, C prime. -2, this is -2 here, and 6 in the Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is A prime.
Start.
Yes?
في ال A هي مش -1 على 3 هي -1 4 لأن حسبت ال Y axis هي على ال 4.
والله عيد سؤالك، علي صوتك شوي.
إذا حسبت مالت ال A هي مكتوبة 1 -1 وفي ال Y axis هي 4 مش 3.
اللي هو مكتوبة عندي 3 أنا، صح؟ قصدك أنت على
إيه
الشكل؟
بس
على
بس
الشكل.
يوم تحسبها بيكون 4.
ايه صحيح، في خطأ بالرسم هون. طيب بنعدلها نحن، كلامك صحيح. أحسنت يا سلطان، بارك الله فيك. ولك عندنا علامتين. إذا رح نعدلها، هي نساويها 4 كون هون بالشكل A هي إذا عدينا على الواي 1 1 2 3 4. هون نيجاتيف، معناتها هي رح تصير 8. طيب فنيجاتيف 2 و8 لأنه احنا عدينا هون 6، نرفعها شوي لفوق، يعني رح تجي هون في هالمكان. This is A prime. B prime 6 2. B prime 6 in the x1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 2 will be here. This is B prime. Then C prime 0, negative 6, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. This is C prime. And then we can match between the points. We will get here the image. Okay, Muhammad Ammar, who has any question here?
No, Mister, it's
No
clear.
question.
Okay, so please, I want from all to work. It's very important lesson. To work for, and try to solve the all, please. Try to solve the all. And inshallah, on Friday we have the quiz. I will send the information in the group, and today, inshallah, I will send to you. Alaykum assalam. And today, inshallah, I will send to you the home. Okay, so this is our period for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.